Good evening and welcome to day 3 of the Kamui WPA Women's World Nine Ball Championship in the Convention Center at Harrah's Casino in Atlantic City. We have a great match for you tonight between Jasmin, Ouschan, and Kristina Tkach. And your referee for this match is Mr. Dwayne Payne, and the timekeeper for the match is Angela Williams. I'm Tony Robles, and joining me for this match is Keith Paradise. How are you, Keith?
I'm doing great, Tony. Looks like the potential for a really good match here between Jasmin and Kristina.
Yeah, this is the last 16 single elimination stage portion of the tournament. So since we're down to the nitty gritty here, the last 16, the races have been extended to 9.
Race to 9, and it looks like
single elimination.
Pretty textbook break here. Wing ball flies in. Have the 5 ball go in the opposite corner, and she's dressed up pretty nicely on that 1 ball.
Yeah, I think she achieved an angle on the 1 ball to the point where it helps her get to the 2. Just 1 rail, slightly past the spot. And these are the shots that I think are important for people to understand how softly you must hit the ball when you're going from such a steep angle in the side pocket, because it increases the chances of the ball just dropping, the weight of the ball dropping, making it drop. See how that she hit the outside, but it still dropped?
Right.
Now, had she hit that with more speed, it would have just hit that point and just come right back out. Gonna go to the center of the table here, I think. Oh, she ran into the 9.
She got in a little bit of trouble when she pocketed that 2 ball.
Yeah, by overcutting it, she lost the speed of the cue ball.
Right. And then she had the bridge over the 8. That didn't do her any favors.
Let's see, she's going to draw 1 rail across, above or below the 8 ball. Right there below the 8 ball. Very nicely struck.
Yeah, she got right back in line on that one.
Little follow here. Nice light touch. Oh, decided to go. Guess that's her preference.
What were you thinking she was going to do?
I thought she was just going to roll it, like maybe a ball width or 2. But some people just like, some players just like to stun follow it.
So break and run for Kristina gives her a 1-0 advantage. If you're wondering how these two players got here, Jasmin opened up in the opening round with a 7-1 victory over Meng Hisai Hung. She got down early in the second round against Karen Kors. She was down 4-0 early, fought back and won that match hill. But then last night she lost 7-2 to Melanie Sussenguth. This morning she came back on the 1-loss side, responded with a 7-4 victory over Caroline Powell. For Kristina, well, Kristina's about to break right here, so we'll go through her tail of the tape here in just a moment.
Thanks for the info there, Keith. Appreciate that.
And we'll do the traffic report on the 7s. So.
Let's see if that corner ball goes in, and the 3 ball banks 1 rail into the side. Oh, the 3's going long now. The corner ball went in. Unfortunately, she didn't end up with a shot on the 2 ball.
I don't think those spread the way she wanted. We have a cluster of the 4 and the 9, and cue ball tied up with the 5.
Yeah, situations like this nowadays, the way the game has evolved, it's tough to just move the cue ball in front of the 5 by like 6 inches and leave a jump shot, because nowadays everyone's so good at the jump shot. That's why she's pushing over there instead of trying to leave the jump, because she'll end up leaving an angle, perfect angle, if Jasmin decides to take the shot. The question here is, does the 9 go? Does she have a dead billiard where if she were to have the 2 go off the 4, it'll automatically cut the 9 into the corner? Maybe we can get a different view from here. Yeah, I can't tell from that view.
I can't either.
There's a good chance there. There's a very good chance she might be able to make that. She's thinking about it. "12 seconds. She's probably gonna, oh, she gave it back. Okay. I mean, she could always just tap it really lightly and put the 2 in front of the 4-9 and the cue ball by the long rail. Oh, she decided to go the other route. That was trickier because now you have to contend with getting by the 8 and the 5.
The bank is there for the side pocket.
Yeah,
Do
it all
you go
depends.
for that? Or?
I would go for it if I think that the 4-9 is dead. If not, I would play safe underneath the 4 and the 9. Just like that. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm jumping at this, I'm going to try to jump and bank that 2 ball 1 rail towards the 9, just in case it happens to go off the 4 and the 9. Might have a shot. I might have a chance of making it. I think that's what she tried to do. Unfortunately, she double hit it. Would have been interesting to see if it went towards the 9.
What are your thoughts on jumping over that 4-9 as opposed to kicking 1 rail or maybe 2?
Well, I feel like when you're jumping, you have more control over what you do with the cue ball. If you want to hit the ball on this side or on that side or dead on, high, low, center. See, now let's see what she's going to do here. Let's see, she's going to go for the billiard. If she does go for the billiard, she needs to leave the cue ball slightly past the center of the table to the point where it's by the first diamond over the top rail where she's at right now. Because if she leaves it on that side of the table, it might make it more difficult. There you go. It might make it more difficult for her to get the 4 out of the way before the 9 reaches the pocket. Because you don't want to shoot a billiard and then the 9's heading towards the pocket and then the 4 runs into it on its way there.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
She went for it, but undercut it, which means she needed to hit the 4 thinner. She was just a hair too thick. I wonder if Kristina can hit the bottom of the cue ball and draw underneath the 8 from here. Oh, she can cut it in. Yeah, if she can cut it in, that would be great if she can avoid running into the 7. Don't want to hit the edge of the 7 and scratch in the opposite corner. She hit that kind of hard, though. Now this is what I love to watch. Whenever Kristina, she's one of the best in the business. She's gonna shoot this 5 ball, and notice how I don't even think she'll move a hair in her body, and that's why she's so deadly accurate with tough shots. Watch how she doesn't move at all. Look at that, dead center. Love watching her play. It's one of the best I've seen when it comes to the fundamentals.
Now this could prove to be trick. Well, no, I take that back.
Now she's going to go with inside spin and go to the opposite side, or take the longer shot on the 8 ball. Oh, look at this. You called that one there. You called that one there, Keith.
That or I jinxed her.
Yeah.
Take your pick. Well, just looking at the angle that she had, that she needed to get down for the 8-ball, just it didn't look like a natural angle to me.
Yeah. Unless she's gonna bank the 7 towards the 8 and lead the cue ball uptown. Yep. Lead it uptown, bank it towards the 8. I know she strived mightily to try to lead that ball underneath the 8 so she can't see it at all, but right here, she might be able to come off the rail and use the 8 as a stopper to stop the 7 there and send the cue ball back up here. She has to hit the 8-ball dead square. Just like that. Let's see if the 8-ball will block it. And it does. What a fantastic shot.
Speed.
That was such a great shot.
Now, what do you do in this situation? Would you kick towards where she was just standing?
Yes.
Trying to push the 7-ball towards the 9, knowing that you have that 9 there, that maybe if you catch it, it could carry him in?
Yes, because having the 9 there makes the pocket bigger. I'm actually surprised she's going this route. I mean, she's probably trying to kick and stick 2 rails, but she hit half of the ball. Let's see if she gets lucky. She might have gotten lucky here. I think she did. But you never know. You know, there are players like Jim Rempe from the back in the days. He used to shoot those shots at that speed. So if the 7 doesn't go in the corner pocket, he hits it with just the right speed to keep that 7 near the center of the table. He's going to go for the 9 here, I think. Nope. Surprise. Surprise she didn't go for the 9 ball there. I mean, I think it was close enough, and I think she had the proper angle, because the angle she had, she could have played the 7 ball and leave it by the first diamond right before the side pocket, leave her with an awkward angle. She didn't make the 9. She failed to make the 9 ball. Well, this shot here is pretty much the equivalent of the 9 ball, because if you make this, the 9 ball's dead. It's almost a guaranteed win. Even though there's no such thing as a guarantee in this game. But this is probably as close as you can get. We have a 1-1 tie.
So Kristina,
after rack number 2.
Kristina leaves an opening and Jasmin walks right through it.
And we will be back in 1 minute. And we're back. Jasmin to break the balls. Let's see if that corner ball goes straight in. Jasmin's been breaking really well this event. Probably one of the major reasons why she's still in, Keith.
Jasmin breaks really well, period.
Does she need to hit him that hard? I don't think so. Because that corner ball is going to go in regardless. And if you notice the entire event, most of the players have been controlling position for the 1 ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket with the cue ball. So by hitting it that speed and not going in the side and hitting the point, it caused the 1 ball to come down table. You ever watch Jeffrey DeLuna break?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love watching them break. Well, I guess she's going to go one rail and leave it by the side rail.
DeLuna probably has left holes in people's ceilings from how high that leg kick goes.
Yeah.
Was talking to Kristina before the match, and Derby started yesterday, and Fedor's down at Derby. And I asked, I said, I assume you're going to Derby after this. She said, no, I'm going home. She's flying back to Russia to see her family for about a month.
Oh, wow.
And then she'll be back in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
So
good for her.
Obviously,
she's probably dying to see him.
Very much so.
Wow. Yeah, you know, Jasmine's going to take full advantage of this one. She's probably going to set up an almost dead straight angle on the one to draw back to the top rail. Just barely missed that one. Pretty sure she was expecting it to come a little shorter than that, given the speed that she hit it with. And just enough angle to avoid a scratch, but not run into the 5. Well executed.
Which is exactly what she did.
So let's see what she decides to do with the 5 ball. I like going to the center of the table. I like sending the cue ball towards the rail and leaving it on the rail, on the left-hand long rail, and going 2 rails past the 5. I like going 2 rails past the 5. Because you know how some players, myself included, love to go towards the ball that I'm shooting next as much as possible. This is pretty much the same method, except you're going away from the ball, but you're still on that same line. She decided to go 1 rail. So maybe she didn't feel comfortable coming around the 5 ball, which surprises me.
I'm wondering if she was worried about bumping the 8.
She might have to draw right before the side pocket with left-hand spin. If she can avoid the 8 here, hit it with foul and go 3 rails and leave the cue ball by where her elbow is right now, just like that. She can get off the rail. She has more options.
So you think coming 1 rail up to the center of the table for the 7?
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky because if you try to go past the 7, you have to come dangerously close to the side pocket in order to make sure that cue ball gets between the 9 and the 7. So I think that's what she's thinking about. She's thinking of either risking it or hitting it, taking the risk, hitting it with a ton of spin. Don't want the cue ball curving into the side pocket. Very nice. She hit that for all it was worth because it didn't look like she can even get past that 9. I mean, look at that. Ooh. See, she barely grazed the 9. Yeah.
That. She buzzed the tower.
So the question is she going to go 1 rail to that side and possibly come off the second rail? Or is she going to go back and forth? Back and forth. Very nice. That way you can let your stroke go a bit. Now she just draws. If she's straight, draws it straight back to the long rail.
Straight back.
You know, this is assuming she doesn't have an angle that would take her to the side, which it looks like it does. So she has to hit this with follow now. Follow and a turn of right, 2 rails.
She doesn't look pleased with that.
Yeah, no, she tried to get closer. The ball slid on her a bit. Very nice.
Yeah. Almost look like one of those sudden death spot shots.
Yeah. Well, Jasmin takes the lead by the score of 2-1.
For Kristina Tkach, she got to this point in the tournament by winning her opening round match against Angeline Takalo 7-1. She then defeated Veronique Menard 7-5. And then early this morning, or excuse me, late last evening, she lost to Jin Hai Ju 7-6. This morning she rallied on the one-loss side of the bracket, defeating Ho Yum Chen 7-5. Which brings us to right now, the final 16 here at the Kamui WPA Women's World 9-Ball Championship at Harrah's Resort and Casino in Atlantic City. Rack 4, Jasmin Ouschan, preparing to break.
She controlled the one ball there.
She heard what you said about her last break.
But
She said, "I'll show you, Tony."
Yeah, and Mark White's famous words, we're watching poetry in ocean.
Did you openly boo him when he said that?
No,
Why not?
When I told her about it, she lost her mind. She loved it. But then one other guy told me it was corny.
I'm on his team.
He said, keep your day job.
I'm on team.
I didn't come up with it. I'm just the messenger.
I'm on team corny.
Over here, she wants to draw back about 6 inches, 7 inches maybe. Oh, she wasn't straight. Ooh, she almost overhit that. Yeah, she had an angle there. Oh, does she have an angle here? Oh, she does. Yeah, that's a perfect angle. That's better than being straight, because if you were straight, you would have to worry about running into the 8.
Looks like just enough
draw.
to push her up table. She was pretty straight in on that one as well.
Come off one rail here. Stop the cue ball slightly past where the 4 ball is now. And then this is one of those player preference shots. If you were playing in an older, worn-out cloth and you have a slightly fuller hit, you can go 2 rails. But this is too thin of a hit, and the table is sliding too much for you to even consider something like that. You definitely want to come off the top rail and straight down the table, just like that. And it's less movement of the cue ball that way. You ever notice the players that have less movement of the cue ball are the ones that run out the most? Getting less trouble, let's put it that way.
Well, they're not trying to do as much.
2 rails here. I like drawing off the cushion and going towards that 9 a bit here. Oh, she doesn't have to. I thought she was straight. Even better yet. And this is to take a 3-1 lead. Talking about 3-1 lead, we are going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Jasmin will break the balls with a 3-1 lead over Kristina Tkach. Let's see if she controls that one ball again, Keith. Oh, the cue ball got kicked.
Yeah.
So the question is, will she have a shot? Doesn't look like it. I mean, she really went into those. And that's the whole thing. If she hits it half that speed, I don't think she ends up hitting the one ball on the left side and losing control of the cue ball like that. Because the one thing about the 9-ball break that you discover, for years you've had players say, oh, I got unlucky. The cue ball got kicked in the corner. Not paying attention to the fact that since those balls always go to the left-hand side of the table, if you hit the left-hand side of the one and the cue ball goes to that side, chances are one of those balls is going to end up kicking the cue ball regardless.
Right. Now, we are hand racking.
Mm-hmm.
They are not allowed to check the rack as far as I know, right?
That's correct.
So I'm wondering if that plays into her strategy of, I can't check the rack. They're hand rack. It's not template. I'm just going to hammer these as hard as I can.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Although, as we've discussed, with Jasmin, she does that regardless.
Yeah. See, what I would do is I would test the waters. I would test the table, see how they're racking, see how they're breaking. And if I feel like I can't make a ball in the break, then I would ramp up the speed. She's going to bank this. One rail, stop the cue ball there. Unless she's going to play safe behind the 4 and the 6. I would be surprised because this is a pretty easy bank. Oh, she went for the side. The bank looked like it was on. Maybe we can take another look at that. Yeah, the bank looked like it was on. Because she what I liked about stopping the cue ball there is she doesn't have any traffic to contend with to come back for position on the 3. But when she left the cue ball there, she has to work a little harder to play position if it's even possible. And right now, Jasmin hit that so well that if she comes off the rail and leaves the cue ball slightly above where the 2 ball is now, she'll end up with a perfect angle on the 3 to come across the table for the 4 ball, where she might not even have to shoot the 4-6 combo. Just like that.
Just like that.
Now she leaves the cue ball near the 2nd, preferably the 1st diamond, closest to the top left-hand corner pocket. She end up with prime position because, I mean, the 7 is above the 8, so it's almost impossible to not play position on the 8. Let's see if she got there because she might have come short.
No,
she's good.
Yeah,
She's good.
Looks like perfect speed.
She's good because even if she hits a 6, she's going to hit it so thin where she doesn't have to worry about not playing position on the 6 ball. Just like that. Oh, wow. She hit it fuller than what I thought she was, but I thought she was going to hit that with more inside spin to spin out. Yeah, she hit it fuller. If I know I'm going to hit that full, I'm going to hit with more inside spin so that the cue ball has a little more speed coming off the rail. It's not impossible. It's not impossible to play position. It's just that it's a difficult cut. She's going to have to hit this really good. She might have to go back and forth. Hit 1, 2, 3 rails, possibly 4 to come back for the 7. This is a key shot here. 1, 2, 3, and straight on the 7. Oh, here all she has to do is focus on just making the 7
ball.
Yeah. Position on the 8 is automatic if you shoot it with stop shot speed.
Cue elevated doesn't help.
How good you
Nailed
hit
it,
that
though.
one, Keith.
She heard me.
Yeah. Whew. I'll show that, Keith.
Yeah. She heard you about the break. She heard me about that shot.
Yeah, she comes to me after the match, says, Tony, I need to talk to you. I said, no, I'm sorry.
We didn't know.
Yeah, we were just joking around. She's awesome.
Yeah, I one of my favorite people to talk to in this business.
And Jasmin starting to take command of the match, building up a 4-1 lead against Kristina. All Kristina can do is just sit down, wait for her next turn, and take full advantage of it because she is more than capable.
Having watched Jasmin in her match about this time last night against Melanie, she looks a lot more composed right now than she did yesterday, where it seemed like she was really struggling to find any kind of rhythm or any kind of momentum.
Yeah, she looks comfortable. She looks calm, relaxed, and confident.
Four-one lead. Let's see where this break takes us.
Well, let's see if that 4 saves her. If the 4 saved her. That's the kind of rolls that you need to win a tournament sometimes. See, look at that ball. Going right towards there. Please hit it. Please hit it. Believe me, it's in her mind. Please hit it.
Now, what kind of safety are you playing here? Are you trying to pin the cue ball up against the 8?
If I can freeze it on the 8, so to where it makes it more difficult, yes. I think she's thinking of pocketing it in the side, maybe using the 4 as a stopper for the 3. No. She was trying to put it behind the 4.
Looks like she got the blocker with the 3 ball, though.
Yeah. I like her choice. I think that definitely was a better shot because she created more separation between the cue ball and the 2 ball. Had she just shot a stop shot on the 8 ball, the 2 is just too close to the 8 ball, giving Kristina a much easier shot. Now, don't be surprised if Kristina jumps and makes this ball. Kristina has as good a complete game as Jasmin. Hit it dead on. Did she leave it? Yep, she left her a shot. Not an easy one. She might have to play return safety. Let's see how comfortable Jasmin feels about cutting this ball in.
She just took her extension.
Because she would have to go straight up and down and then stop by the side pocket for the 3 ball. She doesn't feel comfortable with that, and she's going to play safe. Undercut it, but she might have gotten away with it.
She got away with it, yeah.
Yeah. See if we can get a better view to see if she can see that 2 ball. She might be able to cut it in, Keith. I think she might be able to. She might see enough.
3 is just barely there. Well, she's going for it, so maybe.
Yeah, so she's probably going to go up and down.
She can't see it. I take that back.
Up and down by the 4 and the 8. Oh, she overcut it. She overcut that one. I mean, she hit it so thin, she hit on the way back up. She hit it twice. Now Jasmin needs to lead the cue ball closer to the top rail to the point where she can hit the 4 dead solid. The other option is she's able to hit enough of the 8 ball where she can draw at a slight angle with low right hand speed and hit the long rail. She can come right in between the 6 and the 7. That's the other option that I see there. Like I said, she leaves it near the top rail. She's good as gold.
So just put draw on this and slide it down the table.
Yeah, I mean, she might want to slide it. She might want to slide it between the 6 and the 7. The only other thing that I see is hitting it and playing the 6 in the opposite corner. But slide it right between the 6 and the 7. I don't know if she hit it too low. She did not. She's good there. She's actually perfect. Now go 1 rail, about where the side pocket is, with about a 30, 45 degree angle on the 7. Came,
yeah, I think
almost
she's
came to a 90 degree angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, here she's either going to go with a lot of speed and go across twice, 1, 2, 3, or she's going to hit it really super soft with low right and just come off 2 rails. Let's see what she decides to do here. 1, 2. I don't think that's going to be enough speed there, Keith.
No.
She had to hit it with more speed than that for sure. See the angle she has. I'm wondering. She might be able to go 4 rails off the side of the 8 and place a cue ball behind the 9s. It's too tough to do that. She might be better off just banking in 1 rail in front of the 9, leaving the cue ball by the top right-hand corner pocket. Oh, she just hit it thin, huh? Good shot there.
Yeah.
See, you know why I didn't consider that? Because I'm blind. I can't see the edge of the ball the way she can. I tried to hit that ball the same as she did. I'm leaving that ball in front of the pocket all day long. Let's see the bank here by Kristina. She's got to go for the bank here. Safety is just as hard as a bank. Look at
Nailed
that.
it.
Look at that. Beautiful. This is a big shot here. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Watch the fundamentals again, Keith. Awesome. What a fantastic shot that was to bring it within 4-2. Wow, just wow. That was great. And we are going to take a 2-minute break, and we will be right back. And we are back. Kristina Tkach to break the balls. Down 4-2. Trying to make something positive happen here off the break. But you see how she didn't hit it with a lot of speed? Look how she controlled that one ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about in the first match we did together.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you don't get the one ball to cut into the side, it dresses up for that corner pocket.
Now she's just going to come off one rail for the 3 in the side. Perfect angle on the 3 to get straight on the 5 ball. It's going to be a very quick rack here.
Yeah, there's really no difficulties on this table.
Yeah. Probably going to draw it back about 4 inches from here. Just so that she can shoot a stop shot on the 6 ball. Then come off one rail. Don't see any issues here. No, she's going to go 2 rails. Change her mind. See, she started queuing up and then went down. Surprised she didn't get up since she changed her mind.
Afraid of the 9, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Just like that, Kristina makes it 4-3.
I say just what the doctor ordered for
record
her.
time.
Some other scores from around the room. Jin Hai-ju 4-1 over Chia Hoon Chen. Allison Fisher and Wan Ling Wang tied 2-2. Chihiro Kawahara 3-0 over Pia Filler. And then obviously this match is 4-3. Earlier, Kelly Fisher survived a scare from Melanie Sessenguth, defeated her 9-4. Sua came from behind to beat Yuki Hiraguchi 9-7.
Good win for her.
Yeah. Reigning World 10-ball champion Che Yu Chao won Hill over Woo Jin Lee.
Wow, Hill, huh?
Hill.
That was a great matchup.
There were some really tight matches right before we came on the air for this one. Those 4 p.m. matches were really good.
I believe it.
I want to say Yuki was up 7-3 when I walked away.
Wow. Nice controlled break there again from Kristina, which is why she has a shot on the 1 and an open table, very nice open table. This is going to be another quick one. Hope she didn't hit it. Overhit it, because it looked like she did. Yep.
Yeah.
Just go between the 4 and the 7 and come right back out to where the 2 boys, more or less. Overhit it a bit. So she might end up a little straighter in the 3 than what she wanted to, but she might be able to stun it or power stun it across the table. Let's see. Oh, she can go follow here. She doesn't have an angle where she has to worry about going behind the 7.
Still shorter than she wanted to be, but she still has the open shot and the angle that she wants.
But see, so she has those incredible fundamentals. That's why she makes most of the tough shots.
And just like that, she's back in line.
Kristina's making a big statement here, letting everyone know I might have been down 4-1, but I'm not going anywhere.
That was a very nice response from her, because this could have gotten away in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
So we're one ball away from being all tied up at 4. And there you go.
Very nice shooting.
Kristina Tkach has won the last 3 racks in a row to tie up this round of 16 match here at the Kamui WPA Women's World 9-Ball Championships here in Atlantic City.
And what an amazing tournament it's been the first 3 days, Keith. We've seen nothing but top-notch play. I mean, I can only imagine every top player that came here to play worked ridiculously hard on their game in order to prepare for this tournament, because that's just how well they're playing.
So here we go, race to 5 from here. She has a shot at the 1. Not a particularly easy shot at the 1, but a shot nonetheless. What would you do here, Tony? Go into the side, or would you be looking at a safety option?
I don't think it goes in the corner. Michael, if it goes in the corner, you have to shoot this in the corner, Keith. But if it doesn't, the side might not be a bad shot as long as she can not overhit the ball. She doesn't have an angle where she has to worry about not overrunning the cue ball. So he has to hit this super, super slow. With barely enough space of the ball, barely drops into the pocket. Barely drops into the pocket. Oh, but she overcut it. And the bad thing about that shot is almost always when you miss it, you sell out.
Right.
But she was feeling good. You know, she had run a couple of racks in a row, so she decided, hey, let me go for it. I feel good. So I don't really blame her for that in that sense. You know, sometimes I was saying this to Mark a couple of days ago, that just because you miss a shot doesn't necessarily mean that you took the wrong shot.
Doesn't look like there's any potential roadblocks on this table. The 5 and the 9 are near one another.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't necessarily call that tied up,
No,
especially with the 4 ball on that side of the table.
Yeah, I agree, Keith, because if she gets even that straight, I would try to get that straight on the 4 here, so all I have to do is draw back to about the first diamond past the side pocket. But even if she didn't, she could just draw back, period. See? But if she gets straight and draws back by where the first diamond is, past that side pocket, she should be in good shape from there. And even if she got that straight, she could draw to the rail and back. Very nice, right by that first diamond. Perfect angle
I was
right
going
there.
to say just enough angle to get over to the 6.
I like coming off the bottom rail here if she has an angle. Oh, no, she's going to probably
No,
play in the same pocket. Oh, but she came short. She came short. She let up on it a bit. Wound up raising her tip up a bit. And I don't know. It's just, I like playing percent. I'm a percentage type of position player. If I have a slight angle like that, I'm just going to hit it with follow and come off the bottom rail and the long rail. It's just you have way more room for error that way.
What about drawing back a couple inches and going into the opposite corner?
Yeah. Or if you're going to draw that way, it's always a little easier if you have a little bit more of an angle so that way you can come off the rail, right? Very nice. Very nice, Jasmin. I'm going to mess with her after this match. I'm going to say, Jasmin, I give draw lessons if you need them. When I do joke with them, I only joke with them if they won the match. If they lose the match, I do not say a word.
Oh, you got to steer clear for a couple minutes. Sometimes even longer. Oh, that 4-ball.
I'm telling you, if she just broke with less speed, she would control that 1 ball.
It almost looks like she has backed off a little bit. The leg kick isn't happening.
Yeah. I think that was more of a case of the cue ball going in that direction, but speed does have something to do with it. It's going to give her an awkward angle here. Trying to tie it up. She didn't tie it up, but
she did accomplish the goal of giving the awkward angle because there's no real easy path onto the 2-ball from here.
yeah, I mean, she could try to go 3 rails and put her underneath the 5 and the 6, or hit it super soft to go 2 rails and take a longer shot on the 2. Right? 2 rails and the longer shot on the 2. There it is. Whew. Boy, did she hit that good.
She just made me look silly now, didn't she?
But it's those fundamentals. I'm telling you, they're so rock solid. She reminds me a lot of Allison Fisher, because I've always considered Allison Fisher to have one of the best set of fundamentals, I think, in the history of the game. Got a little straighter than what she wanted to. She might be able to go with follow in 2 rails, or draw back about a foot or 2 and then just cut it and go past the 6 ball. Don't want to hit it too hard. Don't want to jar the ball. Don't want to jar the ball. That's been happening a lot with the draw. See, if you have a slight angle like that, I think it's to your benefit to shoot those shots more with follow. Because with the draw, you have to just hit it a little harder to make sure you maintain that backspin. Lost opportunity there for Kristina, but she might be upset now, but she's going to let that mistake go, and she's ready. She'll be ready to pounce the table when she gets her next opportunity, Keith.
Come out 1 rail here. Just going to shoot the 8-ball down the rail into the corner.
Very nice. Very nice. This to take a 6-4 lead. Back up by 2 games once again. Talk about the number 2 games. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Quick 2-minute break. Be right back. And we're back. Even though Kristina isn't back yet. Jasmin, Ouschan sitting in her chair. Waiting for the opportunity to break again.
While we're waiting for Kristina to return, we just received word that Pia Filler was trailing 3-1 in her match, and then executed back-to-back 9 balls on the break to tie the match at 3-3.
Wow.
Being that she's in a casino, she may want to go play a slot machine after her match is done, or at the very least buy a lottery ticket.
It's funny stuff. This coming from a gentleman that did stand-up comedy for 7 years, you said?
Yeah, but I'm here now because I wasn't that funny. 1 ball almost went.
Yeah. But see, even if she, you see, look how hard she hits it, right? Boom, right? She doesn't hit it that hard. The 1 ball doesn't travel down that far, and the cue ball doesn't travel up that high because of the fact she took speed off of it.
Oddly enough, look, I mean, you hit them that hard because you want them to spread effectively. That doesn't look all effectively spread to me. You have the 1 and the 9 clustered. You have the 4 and the 7 clustered. Everything's just kind of clumped up in the center of the table.
Whether she's going to either go for the 1 and come off the 9 with spin, or for the 2, or just bank it 1 rail past the 6 and use the 9 as a guide to possibly keep it in bottom rail.
See, this is why I'm no good at this game. I would totally take on that 1 ball.
You have to play percentages. You know, if you have an angle like this where you know if you hit the 1, you're going to hit the 9, like half of it, and you can slow this cue ball down, then it might be worth it to go for the shot. It's like that.
Thank you, Jasmin.
It was a great shot. But if you have an angle on that 1 ball where you're going to hit the 9 dead square and it's just going to completely stop the movement of the cue ball, then it's not worth it. That's when you play the safe. Now she just draws back a bit. Oh, she decided to go for the side. Yeah, she would have had to hit a little harder than that to get the angle that she wanted in the side. Now she's going to have to come around. Maybe even just bump the 7 a bit. Take the longer shot on the 5. Kind of like that. Place the 7 a little bit closer to the rail. Only thing I don't like about it, oh, she didn't even run into it. That's even better.
Wow.
No, that's even better. The reason
bit
why
of high right English, it looked like.
Yeah. And the reason why that's better is because by not moving the 7 towards the rail, you don't lose the potential of possibly pocketing the 6 in the upper right-hand corner pocket should you not get perfect on the 6 if you're trying to play in the side.
Ooh.
She's good there.
Yeah.
I like hitting this with low left and bringing the cue ball to the left side of the table for the 7 in the same side pocket or even in the corner. Just have all that room on that side of the table. Very nice. Now just shoot it in the corner. And so far, Keith, the key to the last 3 games for Jasmin has been that one mistake that Kristina made.
Right.
Okay, now Jasmin leads the match by the score of 7-4 and is 2 racks away from advancing to the next round.
Quite the afternoon we've had here. Started with 32 competitors this morning, and when we walk out of here tonight, we'll be down to 4. Semifinals will be tomorrow beginning at 8 a.m. local time, and the finals are scheduled for, I believe, 4 p.m. local time.
Right, so we have the first match, the first semifinal taking place tomorrow at 10 a.m. And immediately following the 10 a.m. match, we have the second semifinal. And then, as you said, the final 4 p.m. And she's ready to pounce that table. Got a shot on the 1 there. Yeah, now I don't know if she can make it.
You jinxed her.
Yeah. Let's see if she can. We'll have a better look. Nope.
No. Just enough 2-ball to block the angle. So Kristina may get another opportunity at the table here, depending on what Jasmin does and how she plays this.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she's thinking of backing at 2 rails, hopefully behind the 9 ball. And it looks like she can hit the two thin enough to spin it past or behind the four ball within that area. Maybe even miss it. Maybe even miss it completely. I kind of like that. I kind of like that two rail going past the 9. As long as you get past the 9. If you run into the 9, one ball could potentially end up in front of the pocket. Other option is bank it in. Did she get lucky? Almost did, yeah.
No, she got unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very hard to control there. Very, very hard to control.
And now we get to see what Kristina has up her sleeve.
She's going to hit about a quarter of the ball here and just slide it to the center of the table. Just enough. Now come off one rail for the four ball. Ooh, undercut that one a bit. I mean, the good thing about undercutting is you get to slow down the cue ball a bit, but you put yourself in a bit of a scare.
I think that was a bit more than a scare the way it hit that point, especially for her.
So you go right across for the 6 in the same pocket. Now he's going to power draw it one rail to this past the center of the table. Just don't overcut it, because if not, you go right towards that side pocket. And here it looks like she has an angle to go twice across. Uno, dos.
There you go.
Don't be surprised if she runs 3 again and then we end up having a 7-7.
That wasn't what I was on the verge of saying earlier. The last time, Jasmin gave her an opening.
Well, I like her
chances. She took a 4-1 deficit and tied the match.
Well, I like her chances because of the fact that she's breaking softer and controlling that one ball.
And there you go. She earns 1 back. Cut the deficit to 7-5.
She's looking like she's saying, I'll be back.
Saw Kristina blowing on her hands trying to warm them up. It's actually warmer in this room than it normally is.
I've been feeling cold in this room, really in the entire hotel all day long, and I have a shirt and a jacket on. Let's see if she controls that one ball. There it is. Fortunately, the cue ball went above. So no 3-pack, no 2 or 3-pack here, Keith. Just gonna have to come up with a safe. I like drawing possibly not just behind the 4, but oh, she can bank this.
I was gonna say,
yeah, she can bank this. Yeah, I thought she had way too much angle. She's definitely gonna bank this. I'm surprised she didn't bank it. Because she's a great bank shot shooter. She really is. I mean, you saw the 8 she banked earlier. Yeah, her hands are freezing.
Yeah, we
know,
got the hands in the pockets.
I know the feeling, believe me, when my hands are frozen and I'm trying to stroke the ball, that my entire arm shakes. It's very tough to play in those conditions. Oh, very nice. I wonder if she can see the edge. She probably can't.
I think she can see the entire ball.
Yeah. Well, she can see the ball to hit it dead straight. I don't know if she can see enough to cut it in. If she can, she's going to go for that. If not, she's going to just bank the 1 ball and try to leave her behind the 5 ball. Oh, she's just going to hit it soft. Did she hit it hard enough? Fortunately not. Whether Jasmin can bank that 1 pass of 4 without hitting it.
That appears to be what she's looking at.
Yeah. Might want to leave it by the top rail or by the 4. Ooh, dangerously close. She hit that great. She came dangerously close to running into that point.
Now, it looks like she has enough of the ball to make it, but it's not an easy shot, so I'm wondering if that's what she's calculating.
Yeah, unfortunately for her, she wound up behind the 4. This is a very, very important shot right here. This might determine whether she stays alive or ends up having to go home. Yeah, she's frustrated. I don't blame her. Didn't leave her an easy shot.
I was going to say, the shot that she left her is not easy. With the cue ball on one rail and the object ball on the opposite rail, and it looks like it's frozen to that opposite side rail.
Yeah, but Jasmin might be able to bank the 2 ball and freeze the cue ball near the, place the cue ball near the 4 ball. Or by the 5-7, depending on how she feels like she can hit it, right? Try to put it by the 4, didn't do it.
She wasn't happy with that effort.
I think she let her see just enough to make it.
She did. Or at least Kristina is approaching it like it's makeable.
Let's see if she plays in the same pocket or just taps it and plays it in the side. I think she's going to play in the same pocket. Better shoot. She overhit it badly. Key here is if she does run into the 5 ball, she wants to hit the top of it.
I feel like she may have been off balance on that last shot, and that may have affected her stroking and her momentum.
Oh, she overcut that. This is a big game here for Jasmin. It's to go on the hill.
Looks like she can see enough of the cue ball to do what she wants with it.
Yeah, but because she could see just enough to hit it and draw it back, she couldn't really hit it far to the right and bring it closer. She's going to have to accept a longer shot unless she can follow. She can follow and avoid running into that 7 ball. Then she's okay with getting closer to the 6 ball with follow. But if she can't, she might have no choice but to draw it one rail, take the longer shot on the 6. Unless she hits it really hard and goes across twice. Oh, she tried to go with inside spin. That's a tough shot. That's a very tough shot. Whew. I mean, before I do that, I think I might hit it with low right and go across twice because I just feel more comfortable making that shot with speed, with outside spin.
Right. There's those fundamentals again.
Rock solid. They don't get any better than that, Keith.
That's what I'm saying on that one shot where she overhit the ball and ended up down in that far corner and missed the 4. I feel like it was because she was off balance.
Yeah. Did she get there for the side? Came a little short. She's good, though. She's good there. Oh, this to come within 1. Just when we thought that Jasmin was going to get on the hill, this is to come within 1. And as I mentioned before, Kristina has that controlled break where she's been controlling the 1 ball. We're going to go for a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. And we're back. Kristina to break the balls. As I mentioned previously, she has been controlling the 1 ball extremely well by not overhitting the break, and I expect her to continue that pattern, given the fact that she's 1 away from tying the match at 7 apiece. There it is. There's that 2 ball. 2 ball went a little further than what she would have hoped for, to the point where you can't really pocket it in the side pocket there. Wondering if she could squeeze between the 4 and the 7. Or maybe just stop it in that area and play it safe on the 2 and leave the cue ball behind one of those 5 balls there. Yeah, because she does have kind of an awkward angle here.
Yeah. You think maybe she'll try and force it across?
Well, if she can hit it with stun follow and a lot of right and have the angle, know that she has, because you can tell when you have the angle. But she's just probably just going to cinch. It looks like she's going to cinch it in and play it safe on the 2. Doesn't want to? Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, if she's going to play it safe on the 2, she would have been better off just stopping it there. But I guess she was hoping to maybe spin it a little closer to the 2 ball. If she does go for this, which might not be a bad shot, she has 4 potential blockers or 3 potential blockers there. So you could just slow roll it and run into the 8. or go across and come off the other rail. There's the fundamentals.
She's going to need him again on that three ball,
I
too.
love it. I absolutely love it. Love watching her play. I mean,
now we get fundamentals and the ball, the cue ball pinned on the rail.
If she's going to go for this and go 3 rails, it doesn't require spin for you to pocket this ball or play position. Oh, she came short. Is it going in the side pocket? Is it? Is it? Is it? No. Wow. It's about as close as you can get to making a ball and not make it.
It's touching everything but the bottom.
Yeah. You know, this is actually one of my favorite shots. I teach the shot to my students all the time. If you can hit like 3/4 of the ball, you can double kiss this ball in and have the cue ball come back just enough to where you can see the 4 ball. It's a very little known shot. But I don't know if she can hit it full enough to do that. Because she's the 3. Let's see if we can get a closer view at the 3 ball. Because if she's able to do that, she might end up spinning it around the 7, between the 7 and the rail, and go 2 rails. Wow, how good she hit that.
Did she get there?
God, she got there. I mean, not perfect, but she's there. Oh, she was trying to hit the 7 a little further than that. Just came up with the tip just enough to avoid hitting the cue ball pure draw because the speed was correct. She just didn't hit the cue ball where I think she wanted to. She's good though because she comes. Were you going to say something?
I
Sorry.
was going to say, what pocket are we going for here?
For the low left-hand corner pocket to play the 7 in the same pocket. So you're going to go 4 rails or 2 rails. Oh, wow. Wow.
That's why I asked.
I was not expecting her to miss that, but I think she might have gotten away with it.
Because I thought there might have been a little bit of a concern about that 8-ball sit.
Yeah. See, look. Oh, do you see that? Can we take another look at that? You can tell her tip literally moved towards the left when she was about to strike the ball. That's why she missed the ball. That means she was probably aiming it where she needed to in order to make it. Oh, did she hit it hard enough to get to the top rail? She sure did. That was very, very good.
That's great speed control right there.
Well, if she's going to go for this, she's trying to bank it 2 rails. Yep, 2 rails. Right underneath one of those balls. Man, she hit that good. I love watching a great safety battle. Now she's going to try to put her right back where she was, but hopefully this time not letting her see the 5 ball at all, so that way she won't have the defensive opportunity. Sorry.
I was going to say, it really is a game of chess.
It is. Oh, she hit part of the ball. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh. Yes, that's why she apologized, because she knew she called a roll. Big, 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 big game here. She either goes on the hill or Kristina ties it 7 apiece. Oh, she avoided the scratch there. Look at this. Look at this. You always hope that if you leave your opponent a shot, you leave him with an awkward angle, and that's exactly what happened here. Let's see if she tries to put the cue ball behind the 8 and the 9, while the 5 goes to the opposite long rail. Yep, that's what she's going for. Did she get there? You know, that's the second time she came short of the mark.
Well, you have a couple decisions on this shot.
Yeah. I like the double bank here. You double bank or overcut it and leave it by the top rail. But I kind of like the double bank here if she can manage a cue ball to the point where she can draw it back a bit. Double bank. I'm pretty sure she wanted to hit it just maybe a hair thinner. It's probably what the table gave her, because now Kristina can come off the top rail and send the 5 ball back down table potentially behind the 8 and the 9. Unless she likes his bank.
I was
She
going to
banked one
say,
earlier.
that bank seems to be there.
She banks very well.
And she made one similar to that
Yeah.
before. Here it comes.
Oh, she came short. She came short. As soon as I saw the ball coming towards the pocket, I knew she was coming short. She knew it too. She knew it too. You could tell by her body language. She knew she came short. So does Jasmin go up and down and back, or does she hit it soft? The way she's cueing, looks like she's going to go up and down. Yep.
Pretty elementary from here.
Yeah. And this, like I said, was a very, very important game for both players, because it was either a 7-7 tie or Jasmin ends up getting the upper hand, which she does have, to get on the hill by the score of 8-6.
Wonder what's going through her mind right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So she just hopes she gets another opportunity when it comes to the Kristina. Any more updates for us with the other matches?
Yeah, let me see what I can find. As we
And remember, folks, we do have one more match coming after this. At 9 p.m., I will be back in the booth with Mark White to do one more match, final match of the evening.
wing ball in. Where's that one ball going?
I think there's a good chance she's out from here.
I
Keith.
think there is as well. As I look at the scores from other matches from around the room, whole lot of log jams going on. Pia Filler and Kawahara tied 5-5. Allison Fisher and Wan Ling Wang are tied 4-4.
Wow.
Jin Haiju is leading 6-4 over Chia Hu Chen. So every match we have in this room currently is a bit of a nail biter.
Yeah, I know where I'm going after this match, to sweat some of those.
I'm going to be right there with you. So I play the 3 down in that opposite corner, and then I guess follow up a little bit for the 4 ball.
Yeah. Yes, you can either follow up for the 4 ball or just stop it there and have, slight draw shot to get on that side of the 5 ball. See, I think she's going to go for the stop shot. That's what it appears like. She's a little. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting that at all. I wonder if
I
Kristina.
called the method. I did not
Yeah.
call the miss.
Yeah. I wonder if Kristina can actually bank this. I mean, she decides to cut it in. She has to spin it in. I don't know if she can bank it in, though. She might because.
I think a spin is going to be a
Yeah.
tough ask,
Oh,
given
yeah.
how
Oh,
far
yeah.
it shows from that corner pocket. She went for it.
That was tough. That was a very tough cut. Really was. I don't know if she left for the 3, though. It doesn't go. It doesn't look like it goes. I wonder if she's going to try to hit the 3 off the 6 because it's a good shot. 3 off the 6, send it towards the 8, but try to leave the cube. Oh, no, she's going to draw. She's going to draw behind the 9. Leave the 3 ball there and draw it. Oh, but she didn't hit it dead square. She didn't hit it dead square, Keith. I thought she was going to, like, draw in a dead straight line, like hit it dead straight, but she cut it. Wow, bizarre.
So you come in one rail.
Yeah, I don't know if
she to get to the 5.
I don't know if she has enough angle to come between the 5 and the 9. If she does, she can spin it that way. If not, she's going to come above the 9. See? She has enough just to spin it.
Stun out for the 7 in the side from here.
Mm-hmm. She just follow. Very soft follow. Hit it to the outside of the pocket to decrease the angle coming off the 5. And let me tell you, I guarantee you Kristina is super elated to have had this opportunity because she might run out the set from here. She has the potential to run out the set. Very, very nice. Confident stroke, hit it with authority, and it is within 1 to make it a hill match. We will take a quick short break for 2 minutes and be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back. We're back. Kristina breaking. For the entire match, she's pretty much controlled the break, controlled the one ball. I don't expect any changes at this point of the match. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that kiss right there. Now, the question is she going to draw between the 4 and the 6 ball? Or will she decide to stun follow it if she can cheat the pocket to draw? I think the draw is a shot here.
Yeah. She appears straight in. Yeah. She's aiming low.
Mm-hmm. So draw right in between them, just like that. Hit it with perfect speed.
You couldn't diagram that better.
Well, I mean, she was hoping for a better angle there. She didn't exactly
Right.
get a great angle there because now she has to play the 3 ball in the same pocket. I don't think she has an angle to go anywhere else because the 5 is preventing the 3 from going in the upper right-hand corner and the 7 left-hand corner. So she's going to try to stun it over, I think, or she's going to draw it. Yep, but the 4 is in the way. That's a problem with that shot. Oh, she got it over. She got it over. She got it over, Keith. We might have a hill here.
Pretty sharp cut on that 3 ball, though.
Yeah. Oh, her fundamentals think otherwise.
Well,
yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
They've been, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They've been proving us wrong this whole match.
See, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Expected nothing less. Knock him off the rail slightly for the 5 in the side, the 6 in the opposite side pocket, or in the corner. It all depends. If you decide to go for the side pocket here with the 6, you need to make it your business to make sure you don't get straight on that 6. You have more options if you play in the corner, but she has such a nice natural angle. Good choice there. I like that because you end up with position on the 7 no matter where you end up. Straight, left side, right side. Good thing about that is that she doesn't have to shoot over the 9. That would have been a disaster right there.
Especially on the length of, 3/4 of the length of the table.
Jasmin, all she can do is hope and pray that she gets one more turn at the table. Steady. Look at how steady she is. Doesn't move at all. That's why she hit that so perfectly. I mean, she got very nice on that 9 ball. And we all love our hill matches. And this one is going to the hill. We have double hill. One more rack will decide who stays and who goes home.
Well, we said from the onset that this could be a heck of a compelling match. And it has been exactly that. Jasmin jumped out to an early 4-1 lead. Kristina stormed back after an error by Jasmin. Win 3 straight, tie it. Jasmin jumped out ahead again, 7-4. Left Kristina another window, and Kristina's won 4 of the last 5 to tie this. This is everything you would want to see from 2 top competitors.
Agreed. Control the 1 ball again. Yep. And the 2 has access to the corner pocket. Still a little bit tricky here because now she has to contend and deal with the possibility of ending up behind the 4 or the 9, and quite possibly the 7 ball. But I mean, she would have to hit it bad to even go near that. So I kind of like hitting it with enough speed to come off the rail she's shooting from, and just take a longer shot on the 2 ball, just to guarantee yourself a turn. Oh, she hit it hard. No. Whoa. I said potentially the 7. She would have to hit it real bad, and she almost did it. Wow. She almost wound up behind that 7 ball. Now she's probably going to have to thread the needle between the 3 and the rail. Good, she has a natural angle to do that with a little bit of left spin. She made it. She made it. She made it. Oh my God, what a way. What a way to win and what a way to lose. That's rough. Jasmin has been through this many times throughout the years, but she's also benefited from it as well. We all have. I love what Kristina's doing here. She realizes that she's screwed up, made a mistake, got lucky, click the refresh button like you would a page that doesn't load on your computer, and start all over.
As Jasmin sits there, can't help but wonder if she's not thinking about that 3 ball that got away. Because it looked like smooth sailing in that rack to get out and then go home.
Mm-hmm. Hit that side of the 9, and she's good as gold. Now just draw back about 1.5 feet. Possibly 2 feet, and she is on her way. That's it. Congratulations to Kristina, and congratulations to Jasmin, Ouschan on a great event. Both 2 of the top players on the planet right now. And what a match that was. What a match that was.
Great match between 2 really amazing players.
Yeah, oh yeah. Keith, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the booth again. Thanks for taking the time to join me. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. We appreciate each and every single one of you. I will be back at 9 p.m. with Mark White to do the final match of the evening. Thanks again, and we will see you later.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me, Tony.
Thank you. Bye-bye.